Life is like a winding river, full of twists, turns, and unexpected challenges. While our skills and talents can help us navigate, it's our mental strength that truly determines how well we fare on this journey. A strong mind is like a secret superpower, enabling us to push through even when the currents get rough. But what weakens this power, and how can we protect and nurture it? In this story, we'll explore the wisdom of Buddhist teachings and discover how to avoid habits that can weaken our minds. By understanding these habits, we can cultivate a resilient mindset, capable of withstanding life's toughest storms. Habit 1. The dark cloud of negativity. Imagine walking through life with a pair of dark glasses that turn every beautiful scene into a shadowy blur. This is what a negative mindset does to us. It shrouds the world in gloom, making it hard to see the joy and opportunities around us. When we focus only on the bad, we miss out on the good, and soon, we start believing that success and happiness are out of reach. Buddhism teaches us the power of mindfulness, paying attention to our thoughts without judgment. Instead of letting negativity consume us, we can acknowledge these thoughts and then gently shift our focus to the positive. It's like sweeping away the clouds to reveal the bright sun of our inner happiness. By practicing metta or loving kindness meditation, we can nurture a compassionate and positive outlook, transforming our mindset from one of despair to one of hope and resilience. Habit 2. The trap of complaining. Complaining about things outside our control is like holding on to a hot coal. It only burns us. This habit traps us in a cycle of negativity, making us feel helpless and stuck. But what if we could learn to let go? Buddhism emphasizes the concept of impermanence, teaching us that everything is always changing. By understanding that bad times will pass, we can break free from the habit of complaining and focus on what we can control. Acceptance is key. It's like dancing in the rain instead of cursing the storm. By letting go of what we cannot change, we find the freedom to focus on solutions, moving from a place of frustration to one of empowerment. Habit 3. The silent struggle of not expressing yourself. Imagine having a treasure chest full of gold but never opening it. This is what happens when we don't express ourselves. Keeping our thoughts and feelings locked away weakens our minds, leading to confusion and stress. In Buddhism, right speech is a vital practice, encouraging us to communicate with truth, kindness, and mindfulness. When we express ourselves authentically, we build connections and understanding, much like planting seeds that grow into a beautiful garden. By practicing mindfulness, we can become more aware of our emotions and express them with clarity and compassion, freeing ourselves from the burden of silence and stepping into a life of authenticity. Habit 4. The weight of blame. Blaming others for our problems is like trying to run a race with a backpack full of rocks. It slows us down and takes away our power. When we blame, we give up control over our lives, becoming spectators instead of active participants. Buddhism teaches us about karma, the idea that our actions have consequences. Instead of blaming others, we can take responsibility for our own actions, understanding that we have the power to shape our experiences. Forgiveness plays a crucial role here, allowing us to set down the heavy backpack of resentment and move forward with a lighter, freer heart. By embracing responsibility and letting go of blame, we unlock the strength to steer our own course through life. Habit 5. The illusion of fantasies. Fantasizing without grounding our dreams in reality is like building castles in the air. They may look beautiful, but they lack a solid foundation. This habit disconnects us from the present moment and can lead to disappointment when our fantasies don't materialize. Buddhism encourages us to practice visualization instead of fantasy. Visualization is like creating a treasure map. It guides us towards achievable goals. By aligning our aspirations with reality, we can make progress towards our dreams while staying connected to the present. The practice of impermanence reminds us that life is always changing, and by staying flexible and mindful, we can navigate the journey with purpose and resilience. Habit 6. The withering garden of neglected relationships. Neglecting personal relationships is like forgetting to water a garden. Over time, everything withers away. Humans are social beings, and meaningful connections are essential for our well-being. When we don't make time for our loved ones, we risk feeling isolated and alone. Buddhism teaches the importance of being present in our relationships. Presence is like sunshine for our connections. It helps them thrive. By making time for our loved ones and practicing open communication, we nurture the bonds that sustain us. Understanding the impermanence of life reminds us to cherish the time we have with those we care about, strengthening our minds and enriching our lives with love and companionship. Habit 7. The turbulent current of emotions. Letting our emotions rule us is like being swept away by a strong river current. We lose control and direction. Emotions, when unmanaged, can become overwhelming and lead us astray. Buddhism offers mindfulness as a way to observe our emotions without being consumed by them. By standing on the riverbank and watching our emotions flow by, we can choose how to respond instead of reacting impulsively. Loving kindness meditation helps us cultivate a compassionate heart, allowing us to navigate our emotions with kindness and understanding. By developing emotional intelligence, we become captains of our emotional ships, steering with mindfulness and resilience. Habit 8. The exhaustion of trying to control everything. Trying to control everything is like juggling too many balls. Eventually, we're bound to drop them. This habit sets us up for frustration and disappointment as we struggle against the natural flow of life. Buddhism teaches the concept of non-attachment, which is like realizing we can't hold on to the clouds. They are always changing and shifting. By surrendering control, we free ourselves from the constant struggle, finding peace in the acceptance of what we cannot change. Mindfulness helps us focus on what we can influence, guiding us to navigate uncertainty with grace. When we let go of the need to control, we find the strength to embrace life's challenges with a sense of freedom and empowerment. Habit 9. The chains of dwelling on the past. Dwelling on the past is like carrying a heavy backpack full of old memories. It slows us down and prevents us from fully enjoying the present or looking forward to the future. Clinging to what has already happened keeps us stuck, unable to move forward. Buddhism encourages us to practice mindfulness, staying present in the here and now. Letting go of the past is like opening the windows to let in fresh air. It clears out the stuffiness and allows us to breathe freely. Forgiveness plays a crucial role in releasing old wounds, and by practicing self-compassion, we break free from the chains of regret and guilt. The past becomes a teacher rather than a jailer, and we step into the present with lightness and openness, ready to embrace the unfolding moments of our lives. Habit 10. The burden of worrying about others. Worrying about what others say and do is like carrying around a heavy backpack filled with other people's thoughts. It burdens our minds and hinders our authenticity. When we tie our self-worth to external opinions, we become like a boat tossed around by every passing wave. Buddhism offers the practice of equanimity, encouraging us to remain balanced amidst the changing tides of praise and criticism. By cultivating self-acceptance and authenticity, we free ourselves from the need for constant approval, allowing our true selves to shine. Mindfulness helps us stay connected to our own thoughts and feelings, guiding us back to our true selves when we get lost in the maze of opinions. By letting go of the habit of worrying about others, we reclaim our power and navigate life with a sense of inner peace and confidence. Conclusion. Building a resilient mind. By understanding and breaking free from these 10 habits, we can cultivate a mind that is strong, resilient, and ready to face life's challenges. The teachings of Buddhism offer timeless wisdom, guiding us towards a path of mindfulness, compassion, and self-empowerment. With a resilient mind, we can navigate the journey of life with grace, finding joy and fulfillment in every step.